at Smart Sheet, the first thing we're going to do is see the current status of the exhaust fan we want to look at. Right now we want to look at MSB exhaust fan 51. So medical center, right there. Exhaust fan. On the 14th floor we have exhaust fan 51, and we can see that 65% still needs pictures, a panel and a power source. And we assign it to a person and the date, and we see the current status. So we go over to box, and we are going to open a folder so that we can put everything in it. All the pictures we take will go into that folder. We are now in the Maximo Asset Capture folders, and this is where everything from all campuses are set. We're going to go by what type of asset. So it's an exhaust fan, Parnassus, medical science, and it would be exhaust fan 51. So we would have to create one. And here is a created folder. Now, this is after we have put all the pictures in. Usually this would be empty, and these are the types of photos that we want to see to put into Maximo. Please notice that out of the pictures so far, we are currently missing a power source and a driven shiv measurement. Now I have my tools, and my QR tag, and my PPE, and I'm ready to go.
And your JSA.
And my JHA.
JSA.
And my Lodo.
Alright, so we are here at the panel that's going to lock power source to exhaust fan 51 MSB. So in this particular case, it took us a little bit to find the panel because there was no indication at the unit. So we had to use Circuit Seeker, and there we are. We found it, and we are going to lock our equipment. Now we are safe to go.
Now in this step, our engineer is going to take off the panel and safely lock out the equipment. After this, he's going to take the measurements necessary to fill out the attributes within Maximo. Now, in a Wi-Fi location on his iPad, he's going to select the photos he just took and then upload them to Box, making sure, of course, that he puts it in the correct equipment classification, building itself, and then the asset PMID exactly matching that in the smart sheet. And from there, simply uploading the photos.
So now I'm going to rename the pictures that just came in so they make sense. So the first thing we're going to do is see what picture it is. So here's our panel schedule. So I'm going to name it the PMID and the panel schedule. So I'll have to find out the PMID. And I'm going to go over here, rename it panel schedule. And there we go. This is going to be every single picture that we have. Moving the motor nameplate to the classification.
In this step, our engineer is looking at the nameplate photo and taking all of the relevant attributes and putting them into the classification section of EasyMax. Accuracy and organization in this process is crucial. You need to make sure that the photos you've taken are organized in Box under the correct Asset ID folder. In other words, if you're asking yourself, which nameplate is this again? You've done it incorrectly. You should be naming these at the location or shortly thereafter, because it needs to be accurate. Next, our engineer is going to show you how to, instead of just uploading every single photo to Maximo, to just upload one link that references the Box folder. Take it away, Jasmine.
Now we're going to upload the photos into Maximo. So here we are in Maximo. I'm going to go to the top right corner for attachments. I click the square with a paperclip and I say add new attachments and add new web page. So we get this pop up. So I'm going to go over to Box and I'm going to go over to the asset and say share with link. And this people with link and I say copy. So that's copy. I go over back to Maximo and I specify the URL. Then I go back to Box and get the name. Here's the name. I go back to Maximo and have the name, also the name, and I take away this check mark. And there we go. Now Marco has just finished filling out this lockout tagout form specifically for this asset, and he's going to attach it to both Box and Maximo. He's now uploading the lockout tagout form.
As you can see.
Bam, bam, bam.
You open it.
And there you go.
In addition to photos, every asset in this process needs to have a lockout tagout form. For every new classification type that you start on, review it with your chief to make sure that you're documenting the steps correctly to keep people safe.
Right now we're going to upload the lockout tagout form into Maximo.
Where it's plugged in, AT&T has their Insignia,
That's it.
Boom. Here we are linking the HTML pictures onto EasyMax and Maximo. There you go. We have opened and processed the HTML code into Maximo, and if you can see, the pictures are already there. So that if you open up the asset, you can see exactly where you need to be.
Okay, last step. Now that everything's been uploaded to Box and linked to Maximo, we need to update the Smartsheet. This is a team effort. The analysts at Parnassus can only help you if they know the status, and the chiefs can only help allocate time and resources if they know the status. And so, we need you, the engineer, the heart and soul of this project, to be mindful of keeping this status up to date and as accurate as possible. And so when completing an asset, you need to make sure that you have the QR code, the photos taken, and the lockout tagout PDF checkboxed, as well as the start and finish date and a % completion for that if it's not complete already. This information is crucial, that way we could track where we are in the project. Okay, big round of applause for all the work you've done so far, really, it's been a lot. And here's to successfully completing this by June of 2018. Hope this little video has been helpful. Thanks for watching.